posted on the corner. I'm posted on the corner.
You posted on the corner with Incognito and your good sis, DJ Mrs. I have the queen herself. I love to call her Eva the Diva, but you may know her as Eva Marcille, and we're here to talk about the new Lifetime movie, Buried Alive and Survive.
Yes.
Before we get started, what's keeping you going, Eva?
My children, God, my faith, therapy.
Come on. Hello. Heavy on the therapy.
Heavy on the therapy. Yes, she gets her check regularly. Just the will to live, the will to thrive, the will to be happy. I had a friend that called this next phase of my life my journey to joy.
I love that.
So,
and I'm not gonna lie, you look joyful.
Thank you.
You can see it.
Thank you.
It's always, of course, you always look gorgeous.
Thank you.
But
the joy that wasn't always there though. I had a couple years
you
of
know,
sadness.
sometimes you wake up and look like you pray.
Yes, I do.
Period.
I do, and I'm in the middle of reading Psalms right now. Make sure I get my make sure I keep my wisdom, my spiritual wisdom intact. Because this worldly wisdom, the how to keep your money up and where to invest, and all that's cool. But it's that spiritual wisdom that I think that we forget about, that we really need, because we're battling real demons out here in this world, like the movie that I'm doing, Buried Alive. I mean,
it kept me on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Because he's fighting real demons. I mean, we are out here in life just trying to figure this thing out. And this woman was in love with a man, which I think a lot of us can relate to.
Right.
And you fall in love before you realize the demons. Or you see them a little bit, but
you ignore them.
You ignore them because you love them.
Right.
So you kind of use your love as your blanket to cover your eyes and to try to cuddle them.
Right.
And it ends up toxic.
Right.
As hell.
So this movie is based on true events.
Yes.
How did you mentally prepare for this role?
I remember getting the script and reading it, and I was like, whoa. Because this is part of the Rip from the Headline series of Lifetime, it is inspired by a true story.
Yeah.
And to know that someone actually physically went through this.
Hello?
And so if one person has gone through this, there has to be multiple, right? We have 8 billion plus people on this planet.
And that freaks me out to even think.
Right. And so for me, as a woman that has been through domestic violence, that has children, and that has a need to survive this thing of life and to thrive in this thing called life, the movie just resonated. The script resonated so much with me. Preparation, a lot of it was what I'd already gone through. And oddly enough, two of the main characters. So Tyler Lepley plays my husband, and his name is Victor, and my son's name is Malcolm, and my brother in real life's name is Malcolm Victor.
Get out of here.
Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. It was just
the universe doing its
thing. It did. I mean, it did. It just made sense.
Did that make you, when you read that, you was like, wait, hold on.
When my mother saw the trailer, my mom was like, Malcolm and Victor? Like, what is happening?
Right.
It's so bizarre. But yeah, it just, God does things in divine order, for sure.
So playing a role like this, did it have an effect on your mental?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Going into the film, I was like, oh, I got this. I know her.
Right.
You know, and it's not an easy space to get into, but it's a real space, and a space that I feel like a lot of women deserve to have their story told. They don't have my platform. They don't have my voice. And I didn't always have the courage to say my truth and what I went through and what I was going through. You know, I walk in the room like nothing happened. Little did you know, I had hella makeup on. Now, I don't wear makeup unless I'm at work because I don't have to cover up no more.
You ain't gotta do that.
Exactly.
And
so,
I feel the exact same
you know
way.
what I mean? It's like it's a thing.
Getting comfortable with you.
Getting comfortable with you and not having to cover up, not having to mask. You know, I feel like we go home every day and we put them exactly.
Like
we take off all of our masks, and then it's the real us. And then when we get ready to go out into the day, the next day, we go in the closet and decide which mask am I going to put on? The mask for my homegirls because I'm going to have cocktails, so I got to act like everything's cool.
The mask for your
the
man.
mask for your man, the mask for your family because you're having family dinner, all the different masks that we wear. And I have decided I don't want that. I don't want to wear a mask. I want to live authentically true. So if it's a good day, it's a good day. But guess what? If it's not a good day, that's okay too.
Come on.
And I think I had to get to that place to realize that it's okay not to be okay. And that's why I decided to do this film. And that was my motivation to really diving into this script and finding out who Alicia is.
What else can your fans expect when they tune in to this film?
Well, it's definitely not how you've ever seen Eva. So
I'm telling you.
You are going to see a level of grit and just desperation, true fear, longing, passion. And even for Tyler Lepley's character,
Seeing him like that
I know
was crazy.
it was crazy
To see.
because he goes into a very dark space.
Yeah.
In a very, very, and he's such a light and free and just.
And most of his roles is very protective.
Yes.
Like
He's
a
such a
lot of
sweet guy.
Literally.
And I remember going to like lunch. We would go to like Chili's at lunch after like during lunchtime, and I'm like all bruised up.
I'm like, would you
and
agree?
he's
You have to look
all
at him and be like, matter of fact, I'm gonna go to lunch by myself. You triggering me.
no. We went together, so we're at the restaurant, and I'm like bruised up, leaking, bleeding because it's only an hour lunch.
Literally.
His shirt is ripped and blood all on it. And they're looking at us like,
What the hell?
"Are you sure you want a cheeseburger?" Like, ma'am.
Police.
Right. Blink twice. Are you okay? I'm like, no. We're just shooting a movie.
Right.
But preparing for it was great. And Tyler, he was ready. He was spot on. I think he had a great sensitivity towards as a father and as a man and as an actor towards the subject matter. But when we were not specifically filming, we just enjoyed ourselves. And then besides from that, we went there.
Come on now.
To the point where Lifetime was even like, whoa,
Wait.
okay, this
Wait
is
a
very
damn
real.
minute.
Yes, it got very real.
Talk about being in that box.
The box was so real.
Oh my gosh.
And when I read the script, I saw the box. I'm like, oh, I can do that.
Eat that.
Well,
What?
because it's it's filmed. So you know that you can get out the box. You know you're not being buried.
Right.
But there's something about when you're an actor, you do become that character. You walk like that character. You talk. Your posture is that character.
Right.
If you see me in other roles, you'll notice my voice changes. I have a certain voice for certain characters. So when I became Alicia, Eva was thrown away, and Alicia was locked
Yeah,
in a
when
box.
I watched, I'm like, where's my Eva the Diva?
She's not there.
She's not there.
She's not there. She's just the person that got paid to do this. She is not there. She was left in the dressing room. And Alicia came on that set, and that box, it wasn't about claustrophobia. It was the idea of,
This happened.
can you survive or not?
Right.
What do you do if you are confined in a box and you have to get out? And not just, you know what, throw your hands up, life is over. You have a son to get to. I have a child that I have to take care of, that I've been protecting from this man for the better part of 14 years. I have to get out, but there is no way out. So what do you do when you have to do something you can't do? That was Alicia, and that is what this movie is.
Buried alive and survived, honey.
Baby, ripped straight from the headlines, inspired by true stories on Lifetime.
Wow. So
Yeah.
I have to ask you if you could, because you've been in every kind of space in this industry, from modeling, reality TV, regular TV, movies, radio. If you could change anything about this industry, what would you change?
Equity. I would create equity in this business when it comes to our stories, when it comes to who tells our stories, when it comes to how we get paid, when it comes to location, when it comes to every creative aspect of storytelling. I would try to figure out how to put us in the spaces that we belong. I remember even in radio, in TV and in film, I love having Tyler Perry as a mentor and studio run, working at a studio, because he reminds you of your worth.
Oh,
He reminds you of your worth all the time. Your no is your biggest key to your yes. Say no,
you ate that.
because they're going to come back. There's only one you.
Period.
So if they wanted something else, let them have something else. There's only one you. So for me, I would create more equity in this business. I know when I do my films, I fight for my team, my loctician, my makeup artist. I don't play about them. I need a black girl on my face. I am a black girl. I need Jamila Simmons.
And from the looks, honey, they don't play about you.
At all. I need Jakia J on his head, on his locks. I don't care that you just do natural hair. I have locks. Are you a loctician? Do you understand and appreciate this crown? This is glory. This is strength in my hair. It's different.
I don't even have locks, and I check people all the time. Like, don't call them. It's nothing dreadful about your hair.
Thank you. And it's all
nothing
about
dreadful.
education. And you no longer say good morning. You say grand rising because morning was what? It was the death of a slave that died last night. It's all about education.
Yeah.
So for me, I would just create equity across the board. I want to see women execs the same way I see men execs. I just want to see women directors. When I started All the Queen's Men, seeing Kim Fields back there directing us, I was like, yes. Seeing, just the sisters in the room sitting across from you, seeing you bossing over here.
Okay.
That's what I want to see. I want to see equity. I want to see a strong woman next to that strong man.
I love that.
In front and behind the camera in every way. When it comes to set deck and design, I watch TV shows and they're like, it's a black house, and they just throw a kente cloth picture. You're like, well, we do have black artists. You do know that, right? That are at the Smithsonian right now. That you can go and get their work from Sotheby's and put that on the wall.
Period.
I want to see true equity across the board.
I love that.
That's what I want.
What is a lesson that you've learned lately that has stuck with you?
Lately, my most recent lesson is surrendering. I am a very type A, I will figure it out, I got this kind of person. But I'm also a person that knows that I don't order my stuff, God does. And so the balance between faith and works, like faith without works is dead. So like, when am I moving and when is God telling me to move?
Right.
That balance. Stop trying to dictate what is supposed to be and let God take the wheel. Just surrender and give it to him. That has been my last year. It has not been easy at all. Being a mom of 3, I got to know what's going on. But sometimes God is like, I got this.
Just chill.
I love your babies before you did.
Hello?
I don't even know how that's possible, but
It's true.
it's true. It is very true. In the same way I'm going to get on 9 airplanes in the next 2 weeks and trust that I'll get home safely, I got to give all the rest of that to God. My career, my mortgage, my kids' health, my own mental health. Give all of that to him.
Period.
So I just have surrendered. I give it to God. And my days have been lighter.
I love that.
Yeah.
It seems like it, too.
Yeah.
It seems like it. If you could go back in time and talk to young Eva the Diva, what would you tell her?
She was enough. I would tell her she's enough.
Yeah.
Baby girl. All the things, especially this industry that I decided to jump into. There's all these things that you're supposed to be and come in and your nose is too big or your nose is too small or, oh, we need a tall girl. She's too tall. Or we need a black girl, but she's too black. Or we need light, but it's just, you never fit. So they said. And I wish I knew as a little girl, or what I would tell myself is, so they said.
Period.
That's not what he said. You are enough, baby. Your hair, your skin, your raspy voice.
Beyond enough.
I mean, your crazy imagination, your ability to create and to think beyond. It's enough.
I love that.
Do you.
Well,
Be
I want to give
inspired
you
to
your
do you.
flowers.
Oh, thank you.
I'm telling you, the little girl in me is like, oh my God, this is Eva. I'm sitting across from like watching you from America's Next Top Model, and you didn't stop there. You never stayed in the box with your career. You were very vulnerable with us and what you've been through in your life, and you never had to do that. You could just always just been a pretty face on a picture.
Impossible.
But you let us in, and you never stopped. You always kept growing, and I really feel like you found where you need to be right now.
Thank you.
With acting and everything else. I truly feel like Eva Marcille is Eva Marcille.
Thank you for Eva Marcille. I love for that.
So thank you for sitting down with me. I can't wait for everybody to see this film.
Thank you.
Nobody has ever seen you like this.
No.
And like I said, me coming from Madam to Alicia,
Yes.
it's like, what the hell?
Yes,
Like,
yes.
It's like night and
Yes,
day.
yes.
So congratulations on
Thank
everything,
you.
Eva. And thank
Oh.
you for sitting down with me. I appreciate you.
Girl, you about to make me cry in here.
You about to sit on the corner?
Thank you.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
And congratulations to you, Mama.
Thank
you.
you.
Shining. I
Thank
wish you
you.
nothing but success, nothing but the stars, everything that you dream of. I hope that you get it and so much more.
Thank you, Eva.
You're
I
welcome,
appreciate
beautiful.
You posted on the corner.
Posted on the corner. On the corner. On the corner. On the corner.